Okay guys, we're going to do a little mobilization exercise for the front of the body, which would be ideal prior to a lower body session, especially for females if you're doing a lot of glute work. Because if you think about it, if you're sat down all day in an office environment, the fronts here, the hip flexor area, psoas, in a very short position. So I think it's very, very good idea to try and loosen these areas off prior to a lower body workout. So we're going to utilize a medicine ball here. It's quite a firm ball, and obviously with a spherical shape, it will enable us to get into the little nooks and crannies. And we're going to go from the rectus femoris muscle, which is the quadricep muscle that ties into the hip, and we're just going to go on the hunt for tightness, maybe a little bit of pain. See, I've got some there, and I'm just going to hover on that area for a little bit, move about. And when I find a source of pain, when I find an area that's a little bit tender, I'm just going to focus on my breathing. And I'm going to control those exhalations and try and relax the body a little bit. Yeah, it's starting to loosen off a little bit now. But I'm even going to go above the hip area into the psoas, which might hurt. Like I say, if you're in a position where, in the office, where you sat down all day, yeah, very, very tight there. But again, the more we can loosen these off prior to exercises like the glute bridge, the more you're going to be able to access that short position at the top. Again, just starting to relax a little bit now and loosen off. And then I'll just move into different areas. I might go towards the outside a little bit as well. The TFL. Yeah, a little bit tight there. That's the hip flexor. And again, I'm just going on the hunt for a little bit of tightness, a little bit of pain. And I'm just going to hover around that area. And I would normally do this for about 2 minutes on each side prior to a lower body workout. Very tight there. You know, and I won't lie, this is uncomfortable. It's not pleasant. But you'll find when you go into your exercise, you're just moving with a lot more freedom. Yeah, and then, like I say, when you come to exercises like the glute bridge, where you're really trying to straighten out that hip joint and get a solid contraction of the glutes, you have a lot more freedom and a lot more ability to access that range of movement in those positions after doing a drill like this. Okay, so that is a mobilizer for the front of the hip area.